Don't press here, there, stop here or there, or hold any state, hold in any stillness or indifference. That is attachment. It is something without limit. Has nothing to do with being still or not still. Had nothing to do with being indifferent or not indifferent, at peace or not at peace, something without limit. Not consider being or not being anything. Empty out and dissolve without a trace.
So when are you coming here?
You empty out accordingly.
Well, secret. Surprise.
Not consider being or not
Yeah.
being
Well, I heard
anything.
differing reports, so I guess I'll find out.
Yeah. Maybe you can. Yeah. Okay. The background noise is a little bit pushing it.
What kind of background noise do you hear?
I hear some Thai lady speaking.
Oh, okay. That's a good Thai lady.
So if you're tuning in and watching this live, let me know if you hear any kind of, or if you see any lag on my part. It looks like I'm lagging. But yeah, we're both lagging.
No, just stay very still.
Yeah. So when am I coming? It'll be a surprise. I'll just knock on your door and you'll be happy to see me, baby.
Yeah, good.
But today is a new year. Let's celebrate this new year in a positive, beneficial way. I live streamed last year and I celebrated New Year's by myself when my family was out. While I had an incredibly painful toothache. I remember that very specifically. And this year I'm live streaming as well for New Year's Eve. So maybe I'll keep this
In a
funny.
way that all the same.
Hopefully you're somewhere out there celebrating New Year's Eve by, I don't know, being in a big celebration. 1 year has passed.
But that's part of the problem, isn't it? People fixating on positive experiences. I'm having a positive experience. I'm having a positive experience. And then when they're having a negative experience, it's going to be really negative.
Use
Yeah.
great compassion thought.
I watched an Instagram video
It is celebrate.
and
Great
it
thought.
showed that something like
Not about
700 mega yachts
having a small thought here there.
traveled to this
Replace
little
something,
island right
but
next
it is a
to
great
St.
thought.
James Island, or
Use
Little
the word
Island,
like
where
alert
Jeffrey Epstein was
that brings out
at his island.
all the
So
thoughts.
the billionaires of the world, the multi-billionaires, the extremely rich people, the 70% of the world's richest men people are on this
Followed
one island
by the
right now
essence of enlightenment to dissolve
celebrating New Year's Eve.
whatever it is, not grasping, not grasping, whatever it is.
So what's your connection? Why is your connection not strong anymore? I thought it's been okay.
I mean, my upload speed is like 10,
Whatever
but
it is
for some reason
unconditioned,
at nighttime it always does this.
use the essence.
Really?
Yeah.
Follow everything. Touch.
So maybe this is not the best thing to do.
Everything.
We got one person
It
watching.
is like a flower, not blue.
Well, what about your 4G?
By 4D?
Open up.
4G, your cell phone signal. I'm going to
This
try and
dish to Wi-Fi, maybe it'll do something, but I doubt it.
Go on out. Not grasping, even not grasping. Use this essence of
now it's starting to pick up. Starting to get the numbers picking up. Yeah, much heck as usually as about long as visually about as visually visitor Kashmir Yashaya Kasaya Masa City on the second city of Assassin. I have a Kashi City. I was hearing about the Bazani as I was on the about I am Bogus Yavasa Gizi Rayazu Ekabazo Yabasa and Maya Kasi Vesari I am Agashi Zilia Kase Shime Akasa Shafe Shime Akana Sasha Yamoko Shvili Asaka Shire Yakashili Amasuka Shvili Asashili Amayasaka. Ayamoko Shvili Asashebe Akasa Shivi Anamakasha Shili Amakasa Shili.
Consider grasping, not grasping, right away. There is no limit all the time.
Let me lower the camera quality. Maybe that'll do something.
You can't, no way.
Or unconditioned. To dissolve without limit.
Made it worse. Yeah, you're lagging all right. Are you on the Wi-Fi now?
And this,
The same. They're the same.
Dr. Rob, are you trying?
I'm not tracking it, but I mean, that's something that's pretty normal for me. So I'm aware of it. It's good.
On.
Glad that it's happening. I'm glad that there's so much traction with it.
Not
Huh.
Maybe if you go upstairs, you have a better connection. You're in the basement, right? Or are you upstairs already? Is your room upstairs? Well, that's strange. It happens in the evening, but not during the day.
Maybe I'll check some settings for YouTube. Let me be right back. Check.
Okay. Ooh, money with meal, 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 money with meal. This is actually 3 live streams, Chanath, because I'm also live streaming with the Shiva. And I think you could even do 4 because when I go live on YouTube at the beginning, there's an option to automatically generate a vertical stream on the desktop for shorts as well. So I think so. You never know, just awareness, right? Just this awareness. Maybe that's what it's all about, just leading us all back to this awareness. I think you're thinking about it so much that it's making it worse.
It looks better.
Yeah, a little bit better now.
All right, welcome. We're in Bali, and this is the New Year's Eve for us. Well, it's pretty good. And yeah, so we're celebrating New Year's Eve in 6 minutes. It's gonna be brand new year. Oh, here comes a lag fest. That's what I like to see.
Your self-consciousness is making it lag, maybe.
What's with this dude's face? He's just a happy guy. He must be the strongest in the room, somebody says. Looks depressed. Let's add a Q&A. What should I ask? Oh, never mind. Fail. Where are you, Shiva? I am in Bali, baby. It's Bali. Settings. Yeah, I'll have to talk to you two about this. Oh, I missed a call from Leo. Look at that.
Well, whatever you did last time when it just you weren't here, you can call Leo if you want. But it's good. Looks like you're opening up reconnecting with them, so that's great. Maybe they're
Yeah,
feeling a little bit more open.
when are you gonna be a man and get yourself a woman? Never. It's not gonna happen.
So I've got a question over here. Dr. Rob, can you speak about finding balance of operating in form while being rooted in spacious consciousness? I think you'll have to say a little bit more about that, my friend, for me to give you a good answer. Happy New Year, everybody. Chukmung Namoy. Happy New Year. Whoa, what are those noises?
Fireworks.
Whoa, the fireworks are going off. It's just 4 minutes away, everybody. Here we go. Everybody feel that excitement and that energy for a new year, a turning of the clock?
So it's 11:56 for you as well?
No,
Oh.
but it is for everyone from your side. So
I mean, in America, it's not even this time. What time is it in America?
probably like 9 a.m.
Hmm.
Sounds like bombs are going off.
Wow. It's not good for the air quality, that's for sure. All right, let's go outside, show you the fireworks.
Let's see the fireworks. Wow, how exciting. Whoa, sounds dangerous. Whoa. Boom, boom, boom. Oh my gosh. Be safe, be safe. Be safe, everybody. Be safe, everybody. Follow the Buddhist path, Weeble Wobble. That's the simplest answer. Whoa, those are real fireworks. Whoa, that is Bali, isn't it? America first. Wow, look at these fireworks, everybody. Look at all these fireworks, everybody. W's in the chat. This is Bali, baby.
Turn the light, turn the light.
Whoa. Whoa. All right, everybody. This is Bali. Fireworks. Everybody hear that? Wow. Whoa. Hey. Amazing. Amazing. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's, everyone. Oh, we're M, is that right? So that's why the Wi-Fi is lagging, because there's 2 live streams at the same time. Yes. Shiva, Adi is getting in on your gaff. He's got his own live stream going on. Oh, okay, I see, I see, I see. Whoa, this looks great, all the fireworks. Wow. Boom, boom, boom. Beautiful. Wow. I wanna see some fireworks here. Oh, one year about me. One year about me. Big fireworks coming. Woo. Oh my gosh. Truly, truly amazing. More and more fireworks. Whoa.
We're gonna find out very soon.
Yeah, we'll do a wrestling video, Shiva. Me and you will wrestle.
We have to get oiled up in the bathtub.
I've always wanted to try oil wrestling.
Thank you for your donation. Thank God.
I gotta wash my face. I got paint in my eye. Are you gonna do a New Year's gathering on the Discord, Shiva?
That's a good idea, actually. Yeah.
All right, Adi. I'll be right back. Well, have to see perfect, and that's actually the way I had to list them perfect. About that, or perfectness. So your capacity to see imperfectness is also your
I just saw some kind of floating
and to take
black
to do better.
something in the air,
So relax.
like a floating demon.
We all make mistakes again and again and again.
There's a moon, almost full moon, 70%, 75% moon. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're here. We're live. We're alive. We're about to do a Discord call for. We're about to do a New Year's Discord call. You're gonna enjoy it. You're gonna love it. And then afterwards, I'm gonna wrestle with Dr. Rob. Oil wrestling. Ah. Like I said, my friends, 70% of the world's billionaires, or like 200 mega yachts, are parked in an island that is very close to the St. James Island or the Jeffrey Epstein's Island right now to celebrate the New Year's Eve. So all the world's wealth is there, and I wish I was there. It's one of the best islands, one of the best beaches, super luxury. Everything you can possibly imagine is there. That's what I'm working towards, baby. Somebody's got to invite me there. 21st of December. Nice. Yes, that's true. So these celebrations are just man-made things, and it's good to celebrate the new year. But we're going to see. Dr. Rob is twice the amount of weight that I have. So he's 2 times the weight class that I am. Whatever I weigh, he's 2 times. So it's like wrestling 2 people. Not really fair, but we're going to experiment. We're going to test it out. So here I am in Bali. The air quality now has been reduced to 0. And the best thing you can do is just go inside, turn on some air filter, and not breathe. So can't wait to get out of this place. Can't wait to get out of Bali, honestly. Milky. Yeah. Let's see, how's my, am I still lagging? Yeah, I am, but what are you going to do? What are you going to do, baby? What are you going to do? What up, fam? I see Goose and Lionheart here. Happy false New Year's, guys. Yeah. This is definitely not the New Year's. This is just a human thing. And celebrating these things are nice, but with fireworks, I don't know how nice it is. It's just a bunch of poison released into the atmosphere for us all to breathe. It's nice, I like it, but it's not so sensible. And yeah, why are we celebrating it also? On the 21st of December would be more sensible, but this is the day we chose. Yeah, the winter solstice, exactly. I felt it. So now in Bali, the winter solstice, or whatever this is going, the sun is moving into the northern hemisphere, and I'm about to go into the northern hemisphere. So, in my opinion, spring equinox should be the New Year's. Yeah, actually, that makes even more sense. My boy got the most majestic look I've ever seen. Nice. Thank you. Gregorian New Year's wasn't a democratic decision. No. Where Jesus came from, I don't know. So we're doing it, baby. We're doing it. We're live.
Bali, baby, that's what it's all about.
That's really good that you kept the lipstick on. I like that.
This is just these are my natural lips, Shiva.
Hey, you don't have to apologize. and you kept the eyeliner on and the long lashes, man, you're looking beautiful. All you need is a wig, then you can go and get guys to buy you drinks at a nightclub. We're doing it, baby. We're doing it. Go and make some money. Yeah. We do that. I've got 2-3 days of rest and sun on the galactic hustle. Yeah, I'm wondering if I should do more or if I should do less. Obviously, I should do more. I'm not doing enough. I'm going to do a lot more as I reach new pinnacles and new heights. I already making some changes.
Hold on a sec here.
We should probably go on Discord. It'll be better. Get some nice spiritual conversations going. And yeah. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? We just celebrated the New Year's Eve here in Bali. We made it, 2026. Oh my goodness. Shiva, please intercede with Dr. Robert on my behalf. I believe he should unblock me. Well, if he promised to send me a donation, I will make him. I'll force him to do it. Yo, Riverwood, shout out to you. What's going on? We're celebrating New Year's Eve in Bali with my friend. It's quite a character. You missed all of his makeup. You just took his makeup off. Haven't heard a single spiritual discussion on that Discord. Big things are coming, my friend. Big things are coming. And, you know, I do not have a penny to my name, dear Shiva. Okay, then make a spiritual donation by subscribing to my YouTube channel and liking this video. I will ask him something. Nice, okay. Spiritual donation. Authentic reflection says, Happy New Year, pal. I have a question I was wondering about last night. Is it a choice to have long hair as a yogi? Of course it is a choice, and that's what becoming a yogi means. It means consciously choosing everything in your life, not just having long hair. Everything becomes a conscious choice, including my hair. There's a very good reason why yogis grow out their hair and wear turbans and wear things on their head. Is to keep their energies going up without losing it. Seminal donation allowed? No. I'm detached from my material world. Send money on my PayPal, please. Shiva, Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Ginger. Happy New Year. What is going on, Finn? Happy that you're here. Stay true to yourself. What about being a tool? Was that on purpose? Yes. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. Thanks. Pretty cool. Yep. Yogis wear turbans. Yogis wear hats to keep their energy inside of their body, because naturally you lose energy through the top of the head and you want to close it off. You want to contain it by putting something on top of your head. So then naturally energy gets stored more into your body. It doesn't spill out from the top of your head. But that only matters when you reach a certain point of energy. Yet still, wearing hats is useful for all human beings. Yeah. I'm subbed. You are chill as heck. Nice. Shout out to you, Riverwood. I'm glad you subscribed. Damn. So this is my girlfriend for anybody that wants to know.
Shiva, get
Please
it
don't
together. Stop acting like a fool, okay? Take responsibility for this moment and for the people who are here. Just because they are lost in the sauce doesn't mean that you have to be. You have to be the anti-lost in the sauce. Words
Mm,
can't describe silence.
mm. I don't know how to make the stream not lag or have little glitches, but we're gonna figure that out. Yeah, so don't hit on her. She's mine. Get away. So
Shut
we got
up, Shiva.
we're having a little bit of an
You are
argument.
getting turned around by them instead of you turning them. They're ready, they're susceptible, they're vulnerable.
I completely lost what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, I wanted to say that I wanted to apologize to Daiwai.
Yeah. Well, you made your apology video, so good for you.
Yeah. What do you
Hey,
think of that?
Aditya. And Happy New Year to everybody. Happy New Year to all members of the Sangha. I hope you have a good year. Hope everything goes well for you. And anything that happens is a feature, not a glitch. Once you can start seeing the neutrality and the boringness or whatever it is, Shiva, as a feature and not a glitch, the whole world will turn on your behalf. Beginning again, beginning anew, fresh start. Most of what you get to experience in spirituality is shit. So, and we want, I've just been going into this stage where I'm not really I'm not doing this for money. I'm not doing this for the status or for the fame or for people to praise me because those things just aren't meaningful for me in my life now. So,
Hmm. Well, they sure are meaningful for me. So whatever
yeah.
you set yet, give it to
That's
me.
all right. That's fair. It's useful. Money can be useful, but you can use it without attachment. You know what I mean? Good. I thought it was great. I didn't expect you to make one, so it was good. It was cool to see. Yeah. It's a meeting of the mind. So the mind that you have and the potency of that mind can affect the people. And I was just thinking about that in terms of the people that gather around you and in the Discord server. If that momentum is there, that momentum can be utilized to teach them and to guide them and to get to share some potent energy with them because they're there. So they can listen, they can experience. They are open. People are open, and being
Hmm.
open. I read your mind. Thank you so much to Aditya who sent a donation on PayPal. Should I say how much for a New Year's celebration?
Yeah, why not? Let me guess. $40.
Anyways, thank you for your New Year donation, Aditya, brother. My heart is in yours and your heart is in mine, and I hope everything is going real well. Because I
Hmm.
was just sitting, I mean, that's one of those things where we're sitting there and it doesn't feel good. And then we just try to escape that, or we go from one thing to another, and then it doesn't lead anywhere. So maybe that not feeling good is actually something good to feel and something good to be with. And actually learn from that, tune in with that not feeling good instead of just making stuff up in our minds about what's going on and who we are and what we should be doing and all that stuff.
but Jesus is nice. Big things are coming 2026. Ooh, lots of potential energy is going to be released.
This is not a
And
skit. I was a Buddhist monk for 7 years.
I suffer from schizophrenia personality disorder, and I always had that. Thought about going to Thailand for a couple months to become monk. Yeah, that's a fine idea. Meditation.
Easy. Easy to do that. It's only your own mind that blocks you.
Well, yeah, I finished packing.
Yeah, you're ready.
Yeah, there's my stuff here. Pretty much all done. And in a couple of hours, we're going.
I mean, that's the reality. So you're not going to sleep tonight. That's the reality. Is that what I mean? Yeah, there's stuff where you need money, but once you are settled in for a day, for a week, for a month, whatever it is, you know what's money going to do for you? And then there's all these guys who advertise, the money, and they got a big warehouse and they got new VR goggles. How many VR goggles do you need? How many gaming computers do you need? How good do you need those computer graphics to be? And the truth is that you actually don't. You don't need that. How many cars do you need? You don't need all those cars. That's why people are always driving around in those cars. I'm not asking anybody for money. Doesn't make much of a difference to me if I get money or not. And that's not because I'm some kind of wealthy person. It's just I'm not oriented in that way. I don't have big needs. I don't need a car. I don't need more and more things to do stuff with. So the money it's kind of a false promise. You can use it, but I mean, really, how many screens do you need? How nice of a desk do you need? How nice of a couch do you need? And what are you using that stuff for anyway? I've worked for all kinds of stuff in my life. I wasn't born with a silver spoon. I'm not a son of a millionaire or anything like that. And Shiva's not either. But if you're working a 9 to 5 and you're choosing that lifestyle, then that lifestyle is gonna oppress you. You can't blame anybody for that. If you want to leave that behind, you're gonna have to sacrifice some of the things that you rely on. Personal information's not on the table here. You don't just share your personal information with random people online.
That's a secret. You'll have to stay subscribed to my YouTube channel to figure that out. I'll make a video about it very soon.
And I think we're gonna make some great content, Shiva, in the next week and the time periods. So I think it's going to be really great. Spend some time together, and human currency is more important than money. Money is not human currency. You got to understand that. And I always think about that with my audience and my followers and stuff like that, because I might go on live stream and paint my whole body and be nude and dancing around and flipping around in oil. But then when I'm ready, when I have the energy to offer, then I can practice the meditation. I can teach the meditation and the deep teachings. And that's, my path and my practice. It's not about more and more people tuning in and getting connected. I mean, do you actually want that? Do you want more and more people in your room, in your house? You know what I mean? It's a lot. It's a lot to deal with. So the most important relationship for you is that to be in a relationship with yourself, and a lot of your self experience is going to be suffering. It's everything's so performative nowadays, and you click onto something and you want that dopamine fix, or you want that presentation, or you want people to show up in a particular way. But that's not how meditation works. That's not how a life path works. And I don't need to be an ideal teacher because there's a lot of ideal teachers out there. And the message of the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha is that there is a non-duality, and there's a path to realizing that non-duality, and there's purifying the mind, and then you get to higher levels. But what the this reality is that you can't you don't deserve that higher level. You're being tested, right? Your mind is because think about it this way. Let's say your mind was this mind body situation where your mind is literally what's making your heart beat. So if your ignorance and your attachment and stuff, you can't go to a higher authority over your mind because you're not pure enough. You see what I'm saying? So it would be dangerous if you were at a higher level on the authority over your own mind so that you can make your mind the way that you would like it to be. But you don't know, you're being tested moment by moment in like conscious to make conscious decisions that are not from ignorance. So it's all a test. So sitting there with the neutralness, sitting there with the uncomfortableness, that'll help.
I need approximately 15 US dollars to pay for my food and rent here. So if you want to contribute that, send it my way via donation.
Yeah, everybody, send me $15. Let's see who gets $15 first, Shiva or Dr. Rob. Who's going to get $15? Pride is a very bad thing, as they say, right? Pride cometh before the fall. So and you know what? Your algorithm, Shiva, because of the way that you've done your content, you get like spiritual people on your live stream. You get people who are interested in spirituality. Um, my channel is called Monk Life Meditation Ganesha Temple. And I was talking with somebody about this, and I was saying, Shiva, how I'm seeing more like the spirituality. It's more like a kind of communication. It's more like a community communication and less about like me teaching other people. Because who am I to just teach people who I can't even see, who haven't asked me to teach them? It's like a communication. And the rawness of the communication filters out a lot of people who aren't in a position to be a part of a community realistically. But being concerned with spirituality, having spaces to be concerned with spirituality, that's really valuable, whether we like it or not. It's better than being concerned with just hanging out with ourselves and just playing a video game, or just we can do all that with actually a communal concern of mindfulness and detachment. If we establish that in ourselves, then we can be that communication. But I mean, the reality is fucking hopeless because you're gonna die, you're gonna get sick, you're gonna have the problem when you least know it, when you least understand it, you know what I mean? And, that's the truth. You know what I mean? No, but it's true, isn't it? It's I mean, there's a meditation on called Basuva or Abhava meditation.
Asuba.
You Asuba, you meditate on the skeleton. I mean, this shit is gross. Like your mind and yourself of enjoying things, playing a video games or watching a video or whatever, that's like based on this purity of the mind, this purity of the self, the character in a dream, comfortable dream, etc. Send me another message, higher observer, because sometimes I get a few messages and sometimes I'm just turning inward. So I'm not responding to messages and stuff. But What if your organs were on the table? What if you had cancer was on the table? What if your heart started to get weird? You know, you start to feel pain. It doesn't even have to be about pain. It's just the impurity of the body, the impurity of the situation that you're in.
This is not the way, somebody's saying. Then what is the way?
They don't know. They're just talking
What
up
is the way?
nonsense.
Yes, may we have lots of children. I want children for sure.
But there's all kinds of people. I mean, that I see that, I see that on my YouTube channel, recommendations. There's all kinds of fucking people that are talking about spirituality. It's a nightmare. Every fucking person's trying to teach meditation and teach about spirituality, and oh my gosh, why can't we work together? We got to start reaching out to these people, Shiva. You got to start leveraging your algorithm and start messaging these people. And you probably know what to say better than I do. I don't know what to say to people. I write an email to somebody. What am I supposed to say? Fuck you. Call me. That's really what I say. I was a Buddhist monk for 7 years. Fuck you. Call me on WhatsApp. I got something. We need to talk about something. I can't. That's just my. And then maybe I'll send them a video of me screaming it with along with that. Ah! Ah! Yeah, but higher observer says, I don't meditate, I gaze within, I see no point in it. Nobody sees any point in you saying that. Nobody gives a fuck if you don't meditate and that's true though. We can't magically make fantasy people that care about what we think or what we have to say. Hoping that the algorithm picks it up and will, get hooked into some disassociated masses of people that are interested in stuff, you know? And then Contensity says, Rob has no business teaching people yet. Yeah, but Contensity, you don't have any lived experience to back those words up. And then I ask you, I say, what kind of lived experience do you have to back that up? And you just go into a shell, and we can't communicate that way, you know? And Kionitsuv's 2275, I was a Buddhist monk for 7 years, you fuck. So keep scrolling, buddy. Yeah, that's communication. It doesn't mean I want to fight you. It's kind of setting a boundary of like real practical experience and real practical ways of being and ways of communicating with one another. And like free will, you're free to be here, you're free to not be here. But just you being somewhere with no willingness to listen or to share. And if you want to fight, sit there and fight. Sit there and fight the mind. Eventually you'll win or you'll lose, and then you go back to whatever. But you need a lot of good conditions to actually fight properly and skillfully. Otherwise, you make your problem. Aditya, he's probably in Sydney somewhere. I was thinking, me and Aditya, if only we could transport to the bush, to the Australian bush. I don't want to go. I'm not going there again. These Western countries, Australian countries, they're scanning your phone when you get in there. What the fuck? That's my phone. And then you know what I mean? And if they want to say, look, we need for you to join the country, for you to come into this country, you have to give up your privacy. Okay, no thanks. I'll not come into the country. Let's work on my flight out. But that energy, you know what I'm saying? I don't have a problem with that. But that energy of like, you're trapped here now, we have you. We're gonna give us your phone. Are you fucking kidding me? What is this, a new world order? Is this Illuminati or something? So we're working on it. We're working on the documents, and this is the thing, your identity and your experience is fluid. 15 minutes ago or 20 minutes, I felt about as dead as a doornail, man. I was about fucking shit on a brick. I mean, I was really in the trenches of it. You just sit there and you endure and you experience that and you be with that. You know, and the thing is that a lot of people need this momentum and they need connections like this, Shiva, me and you, to then get on board. And now you get to condition people, you get to manipulate people into being students, into being practitioners, into being volunteers, into being, you know, invested members of a community. But they need that momentum, they need that movement. You know, you can't just say, "Okay, I'm gonna teach, you sit back in the seat and you come back again later." It won't work. People constantly disengage and re-engage, so there has to be some, like, momentum of what's going on for people to cling into, and that can be through relationship, not just like a regular schedule. There's no what? We don't believe in a right to privacy anymore? Next time I go to, fucking Australia, they're gonna be giving me a colonic at the door.
Yeah.
Here we have a testimony. Neurodivergent narrator says Dr. Rob is truly enlightened. He changed my whole life during his absurd art monk thingamabob session. There you go.
Hmm. Somebody also said that they can have my phone. It doesn't matter. I have nothing to hide. Yeah, you may have nothing to hide because you're a useless nobody. But somebody may have something, and something that not even illegal, something they don't like. That's a dangerous, slippery slope. So, like, come on, guys, let's get it together.
Right to privacy is staying at a friend's house or having someone help you out and they don't say, "Okay, I need to go through your stuff." Right? I mean, I'm trapped in Australia because I got a visa and flew in and now I'm under legal duress? Are you kidding me?
You let them take your phone?
They threat I mean, it's a whole threatening thing, and they just take it, they make you unlock it, and they scan through it, and you don't have
Wow.
any choice. It's all under this duress of threat. It's horrible.
Wow. Scumbags.
Well, good luck for everybody.
I'm not going to Australia ever again.
That's why we developed
The mining program?
I'm not going into I'm transitioning, I'm changing because that inclination towards money and that want for money and that want for financial success and freedom is trickling out of me slowly, you know, and those kinds of jokes and you know the irony of that and is just kind of becoming less engaging for me.
But it would be cool if somebody did that. Would
I
you go
think you're
through with
right.
it if
What? Of
would you go through it
course.
if some,
I mean, look, everybody's got to work, everybody's got to practice.
yeah, somebody send me 15 bucks. Go and pay for the day.
Yeah, if you're not attached to money, you can also ask for it.
Yeah. The
All right,
Australian mining.
Mew 1992 says AI decodes brain waves and they can read your mind. They have figured out how telepathy works. Not even your thoughts are private any longer. Well, I'd say you're better off moving to Thailand. That's what I'd say.
Send a River G. River Wood.
And
Well, no,
and and higher observer, so higher observer. Whoever is scared of privacy is on them. There is nothing my for me. My is object, self and other is duality. Have my phone, it's too small of a concern. It's just words, man. And unless you cultivate seriously, unless you practice seriously, you won't know or recognize your unconscious ignorance. Simple as that. There's nothing more clear than that. There's nothing more transparent than that. It's like I was talking about the non-duality cult because the people adopt a certain language and a certain way of thinking and a way of believing, and then somehow they're non-dual masters or they got it all figured out. No, they don't. If you actually have it all figured out in terms of non-duality, just like fucking Sadhguru says, you're blissed out. You're free. And Kionitsov 2275. I was a Buddhist monk for 7 years. You're not a spiritual person. You don't know what you're talking about. You're just attached to making judgments. That's it. You're just making arbitrary judgments to reify your ego. So I'd say don't do that. We're smoking on Camel Castor Black Tea.
Somebody says, how ignorant can one be to say they have no use for money and in the same breath beg for money is just downright stupid. Oh, that was directed to you. Heard Australia is a great place to get enlightened. AUS, Australia? Yeah, you heard correctly, Contensity. That's where the masters did it. Very powerful masters went to Australia and got enlightened recently, actually. But I don't recommend it. So it's in the southern hemisphere. It's
There's an absolute, there's a relative, and the relative goes on and on and on, and it's oftentimes very impractical, mostly impractical for you and what you want, etc. But you have to be higher than that, observer. I don't follow any guru. I don't need a fake sense of enlightenment. So, no guru business. That is the identity. That is at the core of the identity. And this is something that we go through as we get involved with spirituality. And if you're lucky, you get humbled. If you're not lucky or you're not blessed, you don't get humbled. And so when you don't get humbled, you just create a shell of spirituality for yourself. You think you're the bee's knees when actually you're not at all. And that's how it works. That's how it goes. And then you have to go through that process of being humbled by your arrogance and you're seeking. I'm going to be enlightened. I'm going to be higher and higher. I don't need to be virtuous. I don't need to be careful. I'm just going to go, go, go. You will get humbled and you may never come back from that humbledness. You may just become crazy because you can't take the heat and the intensity and the rawness. Anybody here hear voices? And what kind of spiritual world is it? What kind of spirituality is it where someone's practical experience in spirituality is just means absolutely nothing? What kind of world is that? What kind of approach is that? And people aren't willing to talk about things. People aren't willing to communicate. So how's it going to work out that way? Just like Contensity. Contensity's donating to Shiva $2, and Contensity says some people meditate for 50 years without waking up. Don't feel bad, Bob. Well, then why aren't you in the Discord saying that and having a conversation about it? This guy's name is Monk Life Meditation on YouTube. At this point, if no one ever donated me another dollar, I wouldn't bother me. It wouldn't be of concern to me. And if you really want to have a conversation about these things, then yeah, you can join Shiva's Discord and you can have a conversation about it. But look at that part of yourself that's not willing to be vulnerable and have a conversation about your position and your understanding. So how is that realistic? How is that practical? All right, Shiva, we got a question for you. Shiva, why did Sadhguru dispose of his wife's body so quickly? Shiva, why did Sadhguru dispose of his wife's body so quickly after she mysteriously died? It doesn't follow his own teachings to dispose of a body like that.
Actually, you are incorrect. In Hindu culture, the body should be disposed within 4 hours of the person being deceased. So it's actually very appropriate that he did that. And being an enlightened master that he was acting in accordance with his wisdom. So don't judge Sadhguru.
Do not type 46 in the chat.
Yeah, Shambho. And no worry, Mr. River. No worries. Riverwood. Yeah, we're going to be doing these live streams daily. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to hang out with you guys, talk spirituality.
Right here, Shiva's going to be sitting right here next to Dr. Rob, cozying up close. Yes, he is.
So some people have told me that I need to find a wife. What do you think about that?
I don't know. It's up to you.
You have any wives for me there?
There's a lot of people here. But we'll try to get you help, Shiva, while you're here. You and your friend. Try to get you
So-
guys some help.
His YouTube channel is Monk Life.
Monk Life Meditation. Because people tune out when that neutrality is there. People tune out when that sense of boredom is there. But that's the practice point. If you can't be bored, you can't be spiritual.
Why did Sadhguru's wife's family suspect foul play? I'm sure they would probably have their suspicions because their daughter died, and nobody wants to have their daughter die. But is Sadhguru a murderer? I mean, I would have to reevaluate every one of my life's choices if he killed his wife. That's just ridiculous. She attained the Mahasamadhi.
But even if he killed his wife, so what? We all make mistakes. Everybody
Oh.
makes mistakes.
Yeah,
Right?
but that's a mistake that needs to be put in person in jail.
According to who? According to you?
Well, according to the law. Oh yeah, we're doing something. We're doing something. Ah.
And how do you feel? How are you starting to feel about your old friends reaching out to you again, connecting with you again?
Feel good. Um, I'm using. Somebody is suggesting that I need to. I need to up.
All right, go and give it a shot. Because we get high. Go Shiva, just because we get so high on, people liking us or people looking at us or people supporting us or people not liking us. And really, that stuff doesn't help you deal with your mental health. It's just a distraction, and I see, yeah, ayahuasca. I know about ayahuasca. We see these guys, we see these characters that are famous and streamers, and something happens and they become mentally ill because they can't deal with themselves. They don't have the technology to deal with themselves. We think that, getting famous or getting money or whatever is going to magically help us deal with ourselves, but it's not. That's not the correct technology for the mind. And this is really powerful stuff. I mean, this is really good stuff. You get a couple people together, you get a group of people together like that, having a live stream and people connecting, and immediately you start activating people and getting people involved. I mean, think about people ending their own lives. Think about that. Think about people ending their own lives on live stream, you know? Think about how much people will be interested in watching someone, or the general population watching someone prepare and go into ending their own life on live stream, you know? Eminent people who study the mystery, high-minded travelers. Now that you have come here for the summer, don't say you are studying Chan or studying the way. I have no Chan or way to study. Don't say you are inquiring into the past or present. I have no past or present to question. Don't memorize the sayings of old and take that to be your own study. The leftover drool and residual slobber of those ancients pollutes your mind field. On the